Hello, everybody. So, today I'd like to tell you a little bit about my first few days in Shanghai, China. This story is for everyone who's ever moved somewhere and things didn't go as planned. So, I'm just going to give you the highlights. So, the apartment we rented about 30 days before we actually moved in because I was taking a Mandarin Chinese course in Beijing. So, my first day in Shanghai, I open up the door. I go to walk in and I notice everything is covered in dust. I mean, it looks like it snowed in there. It's about a quarter-inch thick. That's when I found out that the window in the back bathroom did not close properly. And so for the past 30 days or so, all the dust from construction, etc., in Shanghai had just been flowing right into our new apartment. So then I have to clean this up. I go to the store, buy all the supplies. I go to jump in a taxi, and that's when I realize, oh, darn it, my bad. I forgot the card with the name of my apartment complex in Chinese back at the apartment. So I have to walk back. Thankfully, it's only like 12 blocks. But there I am walking through suburban China, broom over my shoulder, bags hanging off both ends. Not a great first impression. Next thing, I clean up. It takes hours and hours. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I just go to fall into bed. And that's when I find out that Chinese beds, especially cheap Chinese beds like the one that my landlord purchased, are a bit firmer than we're used to here in America, to put it politely. I fell on wood with about that much padding. And I was like, well, maybe this is like the bottom side of the mattress. No, that was the soft side. All right, next thing. Next day, I get on the bus to go to work. That goes fine. Get to work, have a good day. I get on the bus to head back home. And the buses in China are very packed. You're like sardines. It's not an exaggeration. So I got pickpocketed. And I didn't realize it at first because, it's so crowded. But they got my phone, they got my wallet. But thankfully, I had cash in my other pocket and they didn't get that. So I get home, I have to figure out how to cancel all of my credit cards and debit cards that were in the wallet with the time change and being in a separate country. That was fun. Then I was like, oh, at some point, I'm also going to have to remember to get a new driver's license from the state of Washington from a different country or fly back to America to do this. That's a problem for another day, though. All right. Next morning, I get up. I go get on the bus, start heading to work. About halfway there, the bus breaks down. Now, it's in an area of town that I don't really know because, again, this is like my second day in Shanghai. So I'm like, well, maybe I can just get in a taxi. That's when I remembered the business card with the name of my apartment complex and my place of employment were in my wallet, which were stolen the night before. So I don't know where to go. So that's when I look up and I'm like, well, I can see downtown Shanghai in the distance. And thankfully, the hotel next to the place where I worked had one of the most distinctive tops in Shanghai, or at least downtown Shanghai. So I just start walking towards that building. And of course, it takes a lot longer to get to than it would normally if I knew where I was going because I didn't know which bridge to take, which road went through, etc. I finally get there. My boss is laughing when I'm telling him the story because, why wouldn't you? It's funny now. Wasn't really funny then. Definitely funny now. But again, this is for anyone who's ever moved and things just don't go right. Stay calm, keep patient, things get better. Y'all have a great day. Have a good night. Bye.